And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Cummings. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tua. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this will stay at a 7-point game. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Stanley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Back to throw. Rich. And they'll work this down inside the 30. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
On 1st and 10, Rich right back to Pitts again. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Stanley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Rich. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Up the middle they go. Stanley. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And now out come the Giants. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So the completion good for just 3, and it'll be second down. They'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, it's Cummings. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. From the gun, it's Tua. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And this offense on third down today, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
He will push his way down to about the 14. On 2nd and 7, Tua. And he's got his big tight end here. And the Giants are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Cummings. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal, just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals, just something magical about breaking that barrier.
And he's right there on the doorstep now. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw. Rich. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. He deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. He finds his man, complete. That's Alexander. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. On play action, here's Tua. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, it's not a comeback killer, but a huge obstacle with time running down. Still time left for the comeback because they haven't hit the 2-minute warning. But a long way now to get to the 1st down marker, and you know that defense is charged up.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. But remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. At issue here, does the football make contact with the ground before he secured it? And I think some of these angles are going to give us a pretty good look.
Secured is the important part because the ball can touch the ground, but it can't be loose when it does. So that's what they're going to have to try and figure out.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Tua.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cummings. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
96 yards on the ground for him so far.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Tagovailoa toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Tua. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
So all eyes on the Falcons. Down 21-17. A minute 52 to play. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
That's caught by Pitts.
Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. He'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught by Tony.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They'll look to throw.
Right back to Tony. He's got another one.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
And that'll be caught by Tony.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. He's back to throw.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
On 1st down, Cummings. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And they'll indeed take a knee. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they will take a knee here.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Giants, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the perfect season was apparently not meant to be as they drop to 7-1. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That finest. Her and her friends. Big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way. Somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she brought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans. Yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. It be coming like this on the intro, what they here for. If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. This music don't work out, and all to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't trying to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shopping. Can't trust them cause they not my. Cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures, just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn,